special guest in the studio with us, Al McCambry, the new president and CEO of the Bay County Chamber of Commerce. Al, congratulations and welcome back to the Bay County community once again. You've been around here for a long time. You and I have known each other a long time now. And welcome, like I just said. And talk a little bit about your history. You've got a lot of history here in Bay County.
Yeah, I got here in 2006. I actually was the general manager for Knology. Now it's called WOW. Had some opportunities to work with the college. I was the Dean of Workforce Development and the Director of the Gulf Franklin campus. Ended up going to Point Broadband for a while. And during my time here, a good friend of mine once told me, make sure you pay your civic rent while you're here in Bay County. So I've been very fortunate to be the chairman of the board for the Bay County Chamber, chairman of the board for the Beaches Chamber, chairman of the board for the Gulf Coast Regional Medical Center, the Red Cross, Bay Economic Development Alliance, Early Learning Coalition. So I love this community.
Yes.
My wife's a teacher here in this area, and we both call Bay County home. So when this opportunity to come back and apply for the Bay County CEO and president for the chamber here, to me, it was a no-brainer.
Right.
So the opportunity came. I'm humbled that I got the nod. I'm here. And so it was kind of like coming back home. Everything goes full circle for a lot of different reasons.
Well, it was a no-brainer to give you the job because, you're, like I said, you've been entrenched in this community, love this community, and it's just great to have you here and to be able to talk a little bit about your vision for the future.
And so when I look at where the chamber has kind of evolved from, it's always been the voice of the business community. And we had strong ties with the legislative agenda and the nature of trying to figure out how do we make the Bay County business area more successful and remove obstacles. And the other thing I really like and what I want to continue is the Bay County Chamber was not just for Bay County, but it was a regional voice. And so everything that happened for the betterment of Bay County also impacted Northwest Florida. And so my vision is to continue that focus. The actual strategic plan, operation plan for 2025 had one component that was really near and dear to my heart. It was to enhance the overall effectiveness of what the chamber does for the community. Right. So in a lot of instances, sometimes when you talk to the value of what we do as a chamber is not felt like it used to sometimes. And so we want to make sure that our community values what that chamber brings. And a component of that is bringing in the younger community. You know, there's a whole bunch of conversations about Generation Next and Leadership Next. And we want to be able to cultivate the younger leaders for this particular community to understand what the chamber does and how it impacts the overall economic growth, the overall quality of life for the community in which they live. I have 4 children. My youngest is in the food industry and the restaurant business, cooks. I've got 2 electrical engineers and an actuarial person. And when I told them about this opportunity, they said, so what does the chamber do? So that lets me know the ages of our children are 37. Ooh, Brittany, you old, baby, 37. 37, and my youngest is 26. But all of them, regardless of what they were doing for their own particular industry or their own livelihood, didn't have a huge appreciation of what a chamber does. And so we need to change that aspect and kind of go to where the young folks are. We have a young professional kind of committee and the schools and everything else. But as this community continues to grow, I think in 2025, depending on the stats that you look at, we're looking at a growth of around 201,000 people for the Bay County area. Our unemployment is somewhere around 3.8%. A little bit less than the overall unemployment for the state, but there's opportunities here, and partners like the educational systems, partners with EDA, my friend Becca, I'm looking forward to working with you, partners with the other chamber across the bridge, it's just a bridge. The Beaches Chamber of Commerce does a tremendous focus on the tourism industry. So not only do we need to focus on existing industry, but as the community grows, there's going to be a need for further diversification, for additional types of industry, but we can't lose focus from where we are. So to get to where we want to be, we got to realize where we came from and just enhance and embrace what all is called Bay County here in Florida.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's great, and it's in good hands now.
Oh, I
the Bay County
appreciate
Chamber.
that.
Al, thank you very much for
Thank
getting
you.
up this morning and talking a little bit about the vision and future for the Bay County Chamber.
Not a problem.
We
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much for
Thank
having
you.
me. I appreciate you. Love you, Bay County. Looking forward to working with you.
If you missed any of that, well, this is on mypanel.com in a little bit. Right back.